G'day, it's fugitive Australian journalist Shane Delling from the website and YouTube channel Kangaroo Court of Australia. Now, I've just published an article and it's titled Anthony Albanese's and Jordan Shanks Paedophile Protection Racket. I published it on Sunday, the 2nd of November 2025, and I'll read it out to you now. And it starts off, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and his government are failing to take appropriate action to stop thousands of pedophiles abusing children at childcare centres. The ABC's Four Corners program, titled Hunting Ground Childcare Exposed, which was broadcast on Monday the 27th of October 2025, said, "We found almost 150 childcare workers accused or convicted of child sexual abuse or inappropriate conduct. But with less than 1% of offenders convicted, over the years many thousands have got away with it." And I go on to say, with that many pedophiles in the childcare industry, you'd think the government would take strong action to stop it. Well, the Albanese government has released a new suite of child safety measures in June this year. They were seen as tokenistic and a band-aid fix. The ABC reported on the 16th of June 2025. Critics say these incremental announcements, dropping every few months since the ABC's investigation into the $20 billion childcare sector, are a clear attempt to avoid a royal commission or full parliamentary inquiry and instead offer piecemeal fixes while sidestepping the deeper reckoning many argue the sector urgently needs. I go on to say in the article, one obvious reason for the lack of real action by Albanese and his government is because they are more worried about protecting the profits of childcare centres. Other possible reasons for the government's continued failure to protect children could be a lot more sinister. But one thing is for sure, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese doesn't have an issue associating publicly with pedophiles such as Ellen Jones, and Albanese happily posted a photo of himself with Bill Gates, who was divorced by his wife, at least in part, because of his relationship with pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. Grace Tame calls out Anthony Albanese. Grace Tame, who is an Australian survivor of child sexual assault, who was the 2021 Australian of the Year for her advocacy work, called out Anthony Albanese for doing an interview with Ellen Jones just before the 2022 federal election. Ellen Jones is well known for grooming schoolboys when he was a teacher at the King's School in Sydney in the 1970s, as exposed in the 2006 book Jonestown, The Power and the Myth of Ellen Jones, by journalist Chris Masters. I published an article on the 15th of May 2015 titled 2GB's Ellen Jones sent love letters to a schoolboy. Why has he never been charged with grooming? Which starts off, Sydney radio station's 2GB's Ellen Jones sent love letters to schoolboys, had boys in his room late at night, and perved on them in the shower when he was a teacher at the King's School in Sydney in the early 1970s. This behaviour led to Ellen Jones' forced resignation in 1973. And I go on to say in the article, the point about Ellen Jones is everyone, especially people in politics and the media, have known for a long time that Ellen Jones is a sexual predator. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese would have known for years that Ellen Jones is a sexual predator, yet that didn't stop Albanese doing an interview with Jones days before the 2022 federal election, which Albanese just scraped over the line to win with a two-seat majority. Albanese proved with his interview with Ellen Jones he cared more about votes than the sexual abuse of children, which might help explain his lack of action to protect children now. Up on screen now is a screenshot of Anthony Albanese's X account, formerly Twitter, and it's from the 9th of May 2022, and it says, "Good to chat with Ellen Jones today in his new Sydney studios." Grace Tame responded to Albanese's tweet and said, "Yeah, nah, this is where you could have frowned and walked off, or better yet, not done it. There are plenty of other ways to broaden your messaging without enabling known agents of sexism and abuse. None of us is obliged to speak to bigots. The optics of this aren't good." And that was also posted on the 9th of May 2022. Grace Tame no longer has an account on X, but media reported the exchange between Albanese and Grace Tame at the time. Now, in the article, I got Anthony Albanese's interview with Ellen Jones on Jones's ADH TV, but I won't play it now. You can go to my article and click on that, and you can watch that video if you want to. Ellen Jones was charged on the 18th of November 2024 with numerous assault and sex offences against men. It now totals 44 offences against 9 men. One was a 17-year-old schoolboy at the time of the alleged offence. The ABC reported on the 16th of September 2025. The full list of charges are 11 counts of aggravated indecent assault, 29 counts of assault with act of indecency, 2 counts of sexually touching another person without consent, and 2 counts of common assault. Kevin Rudd and his boy Friendlyjordies. In recent times, Labor Party propagandist, YouTuber, self-named paedophile and smear unit operator Jordan Shanks, aka Friendlyjordies, has tried to discredit my reporting on pedophiles by saying I call everyone pedophiles, to downplay Anthony Albanese's and Kevin Rudd's association with pedophiles after I put questions to Shanks about the issue. Shanks spends a lot of time shooting the messenger on behalf of the Labor Party with his dirt unit, which he runs with Kevin Rudd, who has in the past and likely continues to help finance Shanks. In his attacks on my reporting on pedophiles, Shanks has even defended pedophiles and pedophile supporters, such as Judge Gary Nielsen, who was infamous for defending pedophiles and incest in a published judgment, as per the 40-second video edit I'll show you now.
His bread and butter is basically calling judges pedophiles. That's his shtick. What an act. Now enjoy this video where I verbally joust with a mentally ill old man who runs a blog who calls everyone a corrupt pedophile. 4 years ago, when I was publicly announcing that I was raising money to defend myself in a court case against multiple cases brought against me by the Deputy Premier John Barilaro, and actually, like all the best parts of Shane's work, a lot of it is just him saying, he's a pedo. As you'll see, I raised that you guys donated so I could defend myself against the Barilaro Brigade, the very money which Shane celebrated at the time is now a corrupt donation from corrupt Labor Party pedophiles, and no one knows.
As you can see in the video I just showed you, which is a short edit of Shanks' May 2025 video, boom, a journalist exposes me. He says my bread and butter is calling judges pedophiles. Then Shanks puts up screenshots of numerous articles I've written implying they are all based on lies and have no credibility. Then Shanks says I call everyone corrupt pedophiles, while a screenshot of my book, Australia's Paedophile Protection Racket, is in the background implying the book is full of false allegations. Then Shanks puts a large screenshot of my 2014 article, Premier Mike Baird and Chief Justice Bathurst failed to act on paedophile supporter Judge Gary Nielsen. Up on screen, as I'll show you now, with the clear inference being that Judge Gary Nielsen has been falsely accused by me, Judge Gary Nielsen is innocent. Let's have a quick look at my article, which starts off, Premier Mike Baird and New South Wales Supreme Court Chief Justice Bathurst have failed for over 5 months to take any real action against pedophile supporting Judge Gary Nielsen. Yet, in a matter of weeks, action was taken against confessed pedophile, former Bega Cheese CEO Maurice Ben Ryan, who had been allowed free on bail pending his sentencing. The obvious question is why can the New South Wales government act so swiftly in one matter and not the other? On Tuesday, the 9th of December 2014, I phoned the offices of Premier Baird and Attorney General Brad Hazzard. So far, they have failed to respond. They are failing in New South Wales public and judiciary by their refusal to take action against Judge Gary Nielsen. Judge Gary Nielsen scandalised the courts when it was revealed in July 2014 that he had previously made statements in court such as, the community may no longer see sexual contact between siblings and between adults and children as unnatural or taboo. New South Wales Attorney General Hazzard moved fast and referred Judge Nielsen to the New South Wales Judicial Commission for investigation. Hazzard also had Chief Judge Reg Blanche remove Judge Nielsen from hearing criminal matters until the Commission had dealt with the complaint. At the same time, it was also revealed that a senior public official referred the whole New South Wales judiciary to the Royal Commission into Child Sexual Abuse. And I go on to say in the article, at the end of the video which I just showed you, Shanks in effect says I claim that his donations are from corrupt Labor Party pedophiles. That is a total lie, as are most of Shanks' claims. Shanks lies all day, every day. Shanks does not challenge anything I have said or any allegations I have made in any of the articles that he posted on screen, nor does Shanks challenge any of the allegations in my book, which he also put on screen. But by putting the articles and book on screen while saying I call everyone pedophiles, which is another Shanks lie, he is deliberately implying my articles and book are full of lies and the people have been falsely accused. It's a stock standard shoot the messenger with lies routine Shanks uses daily with his Labor Party smear unit. Jordan Shanks needs to explain why he defends Judge Gary Nielsen and others. Does Shanks also support Alan Jones, who I've written about regularly? Does Shanks also support George Pell? It takes a very sick and perverted person to defend pedophiles, and it shows there is no level that Jordan Shanks, his producer Christo Lanka, and other employees at Friendlyjordies will not stoop on behalf of the Labor Party for $1. I think there would be a good chance that federal and or state child sex abuse law enforcement would be having a good look at Shanks, Lanka and the other Friendlyjordies employees, and not just for what I've written in the article. After trashing me with lies, Shanks goes on to defend Kevin Rudd with lies, which I wrote about in a September article titled Jeffrey Epstein's Connection to US Ambassador Kevin Rudd and the Cover-Up with His Sugar Baby Jordan Shanks. I published an article on the 21st of August 2025 titled Sugar Daddy Kevin Rudd running a Labor Party smear unit with his sugar baby Friendlyjordies, which follows a money trail between Kevin Rudd and Jordan Shanks. Shanks has not responded to the article or video. I published another article on the 21st of September 2025 titled Jeffrey Epstein's Connection to US Ambassador Kevin Rudd and the Cover-Up with His Sugar Baby Jordan Shanks. Shanks has also not responded to that article. But I also published a video of the article, and Kevin Rudd made a defamation complaint to YouTube and had it blocked for Australian viewers. Jordan Shanks is not important, but he is a mouthpiece for Kevin Rudd and others in the Labor Party. So what Shanks says and does shines a light on parts of the Labor Party and shows how they operate. I suspect Shanks has been told by Kevin Rudd to shut his mouth regarding me, and that's why he hasn't responded to my last two articles and videos. Because Shanks is stupid, and I have used his lies in my last two articles, which would have embarrassed Rudd. Jordan Shanks is currently on hiatus until further notice, after ratting on numerous people, some of whom would like to kill him, based on media reports. Conclusion: the most vulnerable people in the country are children, and if the government won't help and protect them, what chance is there for others who need help? Children are being physically and sexually abused in childcare centres. And the best Anthony Albanese and the Labor Party can do is a few tokenistic policies and a band-aid fix. The reason they do that is because they don't care, and that makes them unfit for government. Now, if you go to my website, Kangaroo Court of Australia, and you click on that article, there's a lot more information there. You can click on all the links. Please do your bit and help shine a light on corruption and share this video on social media. And please hit the like and subscribe button and notification button. That way you get notified every time I publish a new video. And I'm an independent journalist. I'm 100% crowdfunded from viewers like yourself. So I'd be greatly appreciated if you consider making a donation, either via PayPal or Patreon. And you can donate any amount, $3, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30, $40, $50 a month, whatever suits your budget. It all helps out in a big way. Or you can do one-off donations. And you can go to my website and click on the donations page for other donation options. Other than that, thank you for your time and have a good day.